And yeah, Prism, yeah, I saw some of the feedback, especially that stop loss thing, right? When we hit the max target stop loss for the day, right? For profit, it is good, right? If it is going in one direction, if it is not stopping, we all are happy that it is giving more profits than we wanted. But stop loss, it is a problem for us. If we want to maximum take $500, but it is still going ahead without closing it, that is a problem. So we are trying to address that issue. And also, right, what it is doing is instead of looking at, so basically, yeah, it is looking from that specific session time. If it hits the profit, for example, NQ, there was a sudden bounce right after and then it dropped, so it is seeing that bounce, that means 30 points is $600, the daily target is done. So even if somebody enables after 8:45 or 9, it won't take any more trades, because for that session already we reached the max target profit. It doesn't look whether you made it or not, it looks at the system level, whether the profits are made for the day using that strategy or not. So that's what. So we are trying to fix that issues. So until that time, either we can use Prism V4 or we can use Spectrum V11, whichever is the current version. And with both of them, we should be able to make the daily profits, as I mentioned, right? Crude oil today gave huge profits. Gold gave huge profits during the morning time. CL went to nearly 92 or plus. So yeah, but if
Yeah, it made one profit target, Kishore. Yes, no.
okay, cool, nice. So are you using only 4 points or
15, 15 tickers. So yeah, close to 44 points. Yes.
okay, okay,
Yeah,
actually,
because I don't wanted to wait for 40 tickers and then going down or something like that. So I'm scalping with a smaller amount.
yeah, okay,
So
okay.
it's equal to $75. So multiple $75 instead of one big stop loss is better, I think.
Right, right. Yeah, that is also good strategy, but I think now NQ will be complete in a bullish trend for next 1 to 2 hours because it's an oversold. That's what I told, right? Even if you have, if you went on long earlier, now we can go on we can add one more position now because it was oversold. It went down little more further. So even if you change it to little more high, also you'll be making. But it is fine, right? If,
Okay.
even yeah, what you are doing is also right, but it can also, or you can just keep this one and add one more tab.
Okay. I have it here. This one
And
I have it with the 20, but it's set with the 15 minutes timer.
yeah, you can change it to 5 minutes, 5 minutes, and yeah, 5 minutes and 20 and 40.
Order submitted.
20 is fine.
Yeah, 20 or even 40 is also fine. 40 and 80. Right? Because we are using a higher time frame candle, we will use 40 and 80. So you
I
saw
can.
that we made profit, profit, profit. Generally, right? Spectrum will work in such a way that you will make 4 or 5 profits. Whenever there is a change in the direction, we will have one stop loss. And then again, next 4 or 5 will make profits. Again, if it starts coming down, we'll have one stop loss. So like that, every 5 profits, even if you have one stop loss, which is equal to 2 profit targets, that means still you are making 3 to 4 profits, one loss. So in every 10 trades, we generally have 7 to 8 profit trades, 2 stop loss trades using this approach. So, so now we have Spectrum. We are using Spectrum today because some of you still have V5 Prism, which has some work in progress to fix those issues where even after reaching the daily loss, it is still going down. So that is getting fixed now. But until that time, we can use Spectrum, or even if you use Spectrum as Prism without any stop loss, without any target on 2 minutes, it will also work good. So there are three ways you can use Prism. One is just use it like Prism without a stop loss or without any target profit on a 2 minute Heikenaishi. That is one way. Second way is you can use on a 3 minute time frame with like whatever do is doing. Um, you can keep 3 minute time frame because market is in a trend, and have maybe right 20 ticks or 16 ticks as the profit and 32 ticks as the stop loss on a 3 minute time frame. Or you can do 5 minutes time frame with 40 ticks as target, 80 ticks as stop loss. If we do in any of the three ways, we should be profitable. Generally, we'll have three or four profits, one stop loss. Again, three or four profits, one stop loss. Overall, at the end of the day, will be green. Now expecting, so NQ is oversold now since right from morning 6:30 it was going down. But again, if somebody has right ready to take a risk, some lotos don't take huge position, but if we take some lotos for today's expiry or tomorrow's expiry, we can see all right on option calls on QQQ option calls. But let's wait for a right one more long candle because we have a stop loss. Now, if we see another profit target on the bullish side, then we'll open a few more option calls on QQQ because once it turns to bullish, then it can move 30-40 points up. That means our option calls will become 100 to 200% up. But let's wait for one more confirmation. It started going up, but we want to see whether it is a small bounce or a small pullback, or is it a real change in the trend direction.
Yeah, this short happened before we enabled the bot. We changed the parameter, right? So that this happened before the enabling the bot. So
Yeah, okay, okay.
we are not in that.
Okay. But again, on the next shot will be there. If it is not a trend change, then in the next shot will be there, and we can take profits on all the further shots.
Yeah.
Right? The problem with small TPs is because we are paying, or we are not really paying, but Apex is also calculating the commissions with only taking 4 TP or 4 points. Sometimes our commissions might uh, take out most of the profits. Right, whatever Apex is charging, or charging means on with the paper money. That's why if we have 40 and 80 TP, we may make a bigger profit at one time. Right, again, all these approaches will work. So don't think that we changed from 5 to 3, 3 to 2. It is based on the market conditions. Whether if market is in a trend, you can use 3 minute or 5 minute. If you use a smaller time frame, we don't need to put stop loss or target. If we are using a bigger time frame, we need to make sure we are using a stop loss and target. So there are members who are making money with 5 minutes. There are members who are making money with 2 minutes and 3 minutes. So only thing is we are giving different scenarios, different ways we can make money, so that all everyone is not using the exact same parameters. Again, bulls were trying to take the control, but bears are back in the attack. So I'm expecting 15255 and 15255 and 15200 might be the next. If it continues to go down, 15255 will be our first target. And also remember one more thing: if the bot is making profits in your sim account or evaluation account or performance account, it will make the same profits in your individual accounts, right? It doesn't know, oh, because it is sim account, let me make more profits. Because it is Apex EA account, let me make more losses, right? The bots will not know any of those things. They will just execute the trades. Whichever account you are using, it will execute the trades. So if you can make $500 on a performance account or on a sim account with the given timings, then you can make the same $500 on your individual account, right? So don't think that, oh, I'm not able to make money, or right with. So you have different ways to make money. It is up to us whether we want to use independent individual accounts or Apex accounts. Yeah, definitely with Apex. If we clear the EA, you have once you get PA, you have more opportunities, or you right, our individual accounts may be 40K, 50K, or 100K maximum, but when you get these prop accounts, we may get up to 5 million, $6 million account also, right? That is the reason why we are, even though they have a lot of rules, we are trying to use those prop firms or prop accounts. But with your individual account, you don't have such trial stop account level trial stop loss, all those things. So bot will just take a long whenever it sees a long opportunity, or bot will take a short immediately. If we use it, right, as I mentioned, for a month, right, don't decide based on a trade, based on 1 hour, based on 1 day, but you use it continuously for 1 month with the right with the spectrum 11 or prism v4. Then you will see that okay, you can make 2000 $3000 on your account minimum to start with. You can make a lot more also, but to start with, just with one NQ. Don't worry about too many tickers also. Just to use NQ in the given timings, and then see like what you can achieve at the end of the month. Or if your 50k apex is having right, you are hitting tail stop loss, you get a 100k account or get a 150k account. Because one big move like today will make $1,000 to $1,500. Right, again we are using with Spectrum because some of you already experienced Prism last week. We did a lot of demos with Prism. I want you to right show how Spectrum also can make us profits so that some new members can understand the major difference. Prism stays in the same trade until there is a reversal, right? Especially when you are playing on a higher TP and higher stop, right? Higher time frames. We generally use a target profit and stop loss. So Prism, whenever it hits the target, then basically it stops that signal and then it will wait for the opposite signal. That means let us say you are using Prism, right? Prism V4, and on a 5 minute time frame, because you know that market is in a trend, so we should use higher time frames. You are using it, right? Because if you use 1 minute or 2 minute, what will happen is every minute if there is a small pullback also, it will close the short and it will open a long. But when market is in a trend, you see that there are a lot of red candles, right, one after another. There were initially a lot of green and then there were a lot of red. That means it is a trend, it is a momentum, either bullish momentum or bearish momentum. If you see 2 3 green, 2 3 red, 2 3 green, 2 3 red, that is called as a range market. That means it is just going up, coming down, going up, coming down. But here you see that it is continuously going down. So in this time, when we have this type of scenarios, if you use a small time frame candle like 1 minute or 2 minute, even for small pullback, right? Because market will not be always just keep on going down. There will be always some people who want to quickly take profits. When they cover their shorts, what will happen? That means they are buying new contracts. When a lot of buyers are there, price will move up, right? That's what happened today also. It went down suddenly when market opened. It was at a proper support zone. Suddenly it bounced to 34 30 points up, and then again it started dropping. So when you are in small time frames, you have such type of profit, right, short covering zones. You will be closing your short, opening long, and again it will start dropping. So that's why whenever there is a trend, we will use minimum 3 minute time frame, or you can also use 5 minute time frame. If you are using a 5 minute time frame with Prism, and if you are putting something like okay 40 or 40 TP, 80 TP, whenever it hits that 40 TP, 40 TP means 40 ticks. 40 ticks means 10 points. 10 points is like $200 on NQ. Once it hits the $200, then even though market is going down, NQ is going down, it will basically wait for the next opposite signal. That means if it is in a short, it will wait for a long. But if you are in a right, if you are in a Prism, what it will do is, if you are saying 40 TP, 80 TP, for 1 or 2 candles, it may get that 40 TP. Again, then it will take another sell. Again, take another 40 TP. Again, next 2 candles, if it is continuously going down, it will take another 40 TP. That is the advantage with Spectrum. It will keep on taking profits until there is a reversal signal, right? It won't stop after reaching 40 TP. If it sees that trend is still going down, it will keep on taking. more and more profits from that momentum, from that direction. So that is the best thing with the spectrum, where it will continuously keep taking profit. So you will have three or four or five. If there is a big trend, you may have continuously 10 profits, and then there might be one stop loss when there is a change in the direction. If there is no trend, if there is a range market, you will have two, three or four profits, one stop loss, again three or four profits, one stop loss, like that. So let us see, right? At the end of next 1 hour, we will see how much we made using just a NQ, right? Again, you all know that if NQ is making profits, same thing, yes, RTY, YM, all those things will also make profit. But instead of looking at so many things, let us just look at NQ. If NQ is making $300, ES will make $150, RTY will make 150, YM will make 150, EMD will make 150 to 200, because all these move in the similar direction. But once you get the confidence, you can play with more, right? But for now, until you get the confidence, just use one as your prototype, as one as your pilot project. Once you start seeing consistently make money with, right, whether you use spectrum, you use prism, you use momentum, it is up to you. Again, all the algos are good. Today momentum made thousands of dollars with just one trade, right? So it is up to you which one you want to use. Then you can think that, okay, spectrum looks good for me, or prism looks good for me, or momentum, whenever it is choppy, it will make small losses, but whenever there is a big trend, it will make huge gains. It will make 3,000, 4,000, $5,000 with one single trade, right? Maybe Bo, if you are there, you can just open on a sim account or something, and just open momentum, right? Just enable momentum on a sim account on 5 minutes. Maybe just you can remove the target profit and
Order filled.
Okay, quantum moment. Oh, sorry, Kishore, I don't have momentum.
okay. Yeah, put your machine ID. I'll provide you access for that. You can, in the Zoom chat, you can share your machine ID.
Order filled.
Yeah, now you should be able to enable it.
Yeah. Momentum is
You can go to Google Drive and just copy it.
yeah.
Whatever latest you see, you can copy that one. Yeah, if you have any questions, you can yeah, post in the chat window. Right, I want you all to understand how each algo is different. Right, we'll also explain about quantum. But yeah, first try to write prism. Most of you understood how it works. Spectrum also most of you know how it works. Then momentum I'll show, and then maybe in the next live session or something, we'll also show quantum. So if we put more and more filters, It will wait to take a signal, uh, but it gives limited, right? Quantum takes very limited signals. It may give maximum one signal per day or so. So that's why, right? You see limited signals. It is mainly good for your individual accounts or for swing trading.
So is this okay time frame and TP and SL
Uh,
momentum?
right, yeah.
Okay.
Actually, TP you can increase it to 80. Yeah,
Sim account.
right, yeah. So you can see like when the cell was generated today. You can just scroll this one. Yeah, scroll it
Scroll
to
this
the other side and see when the last cell was there. Mm, okay, so close position. So it was at around one
No,
five.
it's because 9 a.m. right? 9 a.m. means it's only it only shows whatever is in the 9 a.m. If we
Okay,
say unlimited, then unlimited time, then it will show whatever the
right, right,
rates.
right. Ratan, again, right? We know market is in trend. We should have enabled 3 minute Heikenaishi today, right? Market went down so much.
Yeah.
Order submitted.
That is the
Order
only,
filled.
only thing we need to remember. If market is in range, we will use 2 minutes. If market is in trend, we will use 3 minutes.
So you want to keep this 5 minutes like this or 3 minutes?
Uh, yeah, that can be 5 minutes, right? Generally, momentum we will use 5 minutes, 5 or 15.
Okay, I'm going on mute for a second.
Sure, sure. Yeah. And you can show the spectrum, right? Just momentum. I want to show them how one single trade can make $4,000 to $5,000. Again, GC and right. If you watch the charts, you will know whether GC and CL whether they are in a trend, complete trend, or they are in a range. Right. If you look at the band size, or if you look at how the chart is moving, the two overnight, you have volume will be generally less. So right, when you're trading overnight, the volume will not be like this. In US market, the volume will be double than Europe or Asian markets. So generally, when you're trading in power hours, and when you see that there is a trend, we will use 3 minute Heikenaishi or 5 minute Heikenaishi when there is a big trend. But when you are trading CL or GC in the pre-market or in the night, generally we'll go with 2 minute. If 2 minute is hitting stop loss, then you will go to 1 minute. But for them, right, if you see a big trend, lot of green, then maximum you move to 3 minutes. If you see a huge, right, maybe some 10 green candles or 10 red candles, one after another, that is called as it is in a trend. So if you are in 2 minutes and if you see such type of behavior, then you can just open another chart in a 3 minute time frame and then just let it run it. Again, you don't need to watch it. The only thing you do is you take 1 minute out of your time whenever you are free. Look whether the market is in range or market is in trend. If market is in range, you will reduce the time frame. If market is in trend, you will increase the time frame. So spectrum will continue to take the trades, right? If even if you defined a profit target and stop loss, Right, for example, right, whatever screen you are seeing, Boo has given 40 TP. The 40 means 10 points. Whenever NQ makes 10 points, he want to close the trade. So after hitting 10 points, if it still sees that market is going down, it will again take another new trade, again make another 10 points. Again next candle or next one or two candles, again it will take another trade. So like that, you will have 3 to 4 profit targets. If there is a change in the direction in the market, suddenly from bearish it shifts to bullish, then there will be one stop loss trade, and then again it will start going upwards. So overall, at the end of the day, we'll be in profits. That is about spectrum. Prism is, if you have given a profit target, it will hit the target, and then it won't take any more new trades until there is a opposite side signal when you are trading in higher time frames. If you are trading in lower time frames, then if you don't give us any TP or any stop loss, it will continue. But when you are in a 5 minute time frame, it is very risky if you don't give stop loss. So definitely we have to give stop loss. We also good to give targets, because you don't want to make 500 $600 and suddenly if there is a drop, you don't want to lose it. So generally we give a target. So that is the major difference between prism and spectrum. So on this 5 minute, right, for example, if you have enabled at our regular times, already it made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Order submitted.
6, 7 profit targets for the day, and there are 2 stop losses. I'm expecting it may go further down. 15260 is done, 15250 is done. Then 15200 is the next level. Right, 10 points is like $200. Right, you are making 200, 200, 200 for every 2 3 candles. So if you are happy with 500 or $1,000, right, with your 500 600 dollar, then yeah, you can close the session for the day. And don't enter any manual shorts now, or also manual longs, because it is at a situation where it can bounce. But if there are more bears, then it can also go further down. So either we should sell at the high or buy at the bottom. So it is better. So don't take any manual trades. Enable one of the algos. Use Prism V4 or Spectrum V11 or Momentum, and just let the algos do it. Because they do all the calculations and they can do, because manually, right, it is at a oversold zone. Generally it should bounce, but we never know. There can be a lot more selling pressure suddenly, and it may further go down to 15200 also. Again, it is completely hands free, right? So that's what I thought. Instead of me doing it, let me ask one of our members to share their screen, so you know that they are not touching anything, or they are not doing anything manually. It is like he just enabled it. That's it. He is attending his calls. He is attending his meetings. Mm, because it is initial days, you are just monitoring, watching it. But once you get a hold of it, once you get like how these things work, then you can just enable them. Only thing is you need to understand, okay, should I enable it on 2 minute or 3 minute, especially in the US market hours. When it is before market open or at the evenings, you can just continue to use 2 minute on CL or GC, or even if you're trading NQ during that time, 2 minutes is fine. But when it is US market, if there is a lot of trend, better to use 3 or 5 uh, if they are in a trend. Otherwise, just continue to use 2 minutes if they are in a range. It is just one simple rule. Just to stick it on a paper. If range market, what do you mean by range? How to identify range? If there are a lot of greens and reds, right? Two, three greens, two, three reds, two, three greens, two, three reds. That means bulls are trying to move it up, bears are trying to bring it down. Again, bulls are trying to move it up, bears are trying to bring it down. That is called as a range market. That is in a sidelines, right? It is not downside or it is not upside. It is a sideway. What is trend market? You see continuously 10 reds or 10 greens. That means either bulls are in control or bears are in control. Then use higher time frame, 3 minutes or 5 minutes, with a target profit and stop loss. How much target, how much stop loss? For spectrum, we generally use, for NQ, we use 40 as a target, 40 ticks, which is like 10 points. And for stop loss, we use 80 ticks as stop loss. For ES and all those things, generally we use 20, 20, 40. For ES, RTY, YM, EMD, all those things we use 20 and 40. And also start with small goals, right? Start with, okay, just NQ, right? Whichever algorithm you like, whether you like Prism or Spectrum, select one algo and get perfect with that. And then have a small target. First achieve 100 per day. Then once you achieve that consistently, then increase your goal to 200. Instead of one NQ, if you use two NQ, you will make 200, right? You don't need to keep it for a lot of time. But if your strategy is working for $100, now instead of one NQ, use the same strategy and do two NQ, you will make 200. Use three NQ, next you will make 300. So get any one strategy or get perfection with any one algo by remembering only one simple rule: lower time frame in range market, higher time frame in trend market. What do you mean by higher time frame? 3 minute or 5 minute like in IC with spectrum or prism with a target profit and stop loss enabled. What is range market? In range market, we generally go with a 2 minute or 1 minute with no target, no profit, and we have basically, yeah, either you use prism or spectrum, you will make profits. Right? Most people are getting confused when to use 2 minute and 3 minute. It is very, very simple. Just by looking green and red, you can identify whether it is in a trend or whether it is in a range. Once you identify and put a proper time frame candle, that's it. You don't need to worry anymore. You don't need to keep watching it. You don't need to monitor it. I think market will go into consolidation mode now because last nearly 3 hours from 6:30 to 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, 10, 3.5 hours, market was continuously going down. Right. So now there will be a little a consolidation phase. Whenever you have a distribution phase or accumulation phase, which will be followed by a consolidation phase. That means both buyers and sellers will be equal. Right here, everybody is confused. Right. We don't know whether it will go further down or it may. Right. It is at a oversold zone. So generally, by logic, it should move up from here. But the overall trend is still very negative, still bearish. So that's why it is called as a consolidation where people are confused whether to buy or whether to sell here. Right? We cannot sell already when it came down so much. Also, we cannot buy because overall trend is so much negative on 15 minutes. If you see 15 minutes or 1 hour, 4 hours, it is in a bearish direction or bearish trend. So that's why you have less number of buyers and sellers at this point, and both of them are equal. If you have 50 buyers, you have 50 sellers. That's why market suddenly becomes, until now, there were 70 or 80 sellers, 20 buyers. But now it will become 50-50. Whenever it becomes 50-50, then it will get into a choppy zone. But suddenly now buyers, right? A lot of buyers sees that, oh, this is a good opportunity, right? I'm getting at a cheaper price. Let me go and buy it. If slowly that buyers count increases, then it basically reverses direction from the bearish to bullish. We may see, right? If we see some green candles, one or two green candles, then we may see a positive moment or a bullish momentum where we can take new long positions or we can add a long position to the existing long position. We can buy option calls for QQQ and SPY. We can also, uh, but let us give uh, let us wait for proper confirmation. We cannot just go with one candle. Let us wait for two or three green candles so that it gives us a confirmation that okay, now buyers are completely, yeah, getting into control. So if market turns to bullish, we will have another stop loss. But again, next 4 to 5 candles will make profits. It will continue to go up from here because yeah, it is a strong support. This region is strong support, but we always, as right in the market, your supports can be broken, your resistance can be broken. So that's why I said like it is better to wait for confirmation before we take option calls. But it is a strong support region, so there is a consolidation going on. That means we are waiting in a, right, your candles are nearly same size, nearly moving in the same range. Like nearly, if you see last 5 candles, they are in a small range. So after consolidation for certain time, immediately we'll see a big move up or big move down.
Order submitted.
It didn't execute a stop loss, but it closed by itself.
Right, yeah. Because yeah, we got a reversal signal, so it took a buy. Right, most probably 15300 is the next target. Uh, yeah, because it is an oversold and it is a strong support region. We may see it going to 15300. So next few trades will make profits on the bullish side now. But we'll wait for one more candle before taking any option calls. If we see one more, right, from red it became light green now. We want to see a dark green. So if it is a dark red, that is very bearish. If it is a light red, that is mild bearish. If you see a light green, that means mild bullish. If you see a dark green, that is again completely bullish. So once you see, so now from bearish, from a dark red, we turn to light green. If light green also turns to a dark green, that gives us more confirmation. We can, if I want, I can also take more positions in, right? You can take manually, you can add up more long positions, or in your individual account, you can buy more NQ. You can get more of QQQ calls. You can sell QQQ puts. So there are so many ways you can make money once you wait for the confirmation. So let's just give another 5 minutes, and if there is a, yeah, green candle forming, then we have a potential to go up to 15300 now. Yeah, we can continue in 3 minute time frame. Still market will be, if it goes into bullish direction, it will continue to be in the bullish. We don't want to get closed by this, right? Maybe around 11 central, or yeah, we'll see. We can change it to a 2 minute at the time. When the volume becomes low, we can change it to a 2 minute high connection. But generally up to 10:30 or 10:40, until we see volume, we can continue on the 3 minute high connection. Yeah, I'm going and buying some calls. Or if you have a big account, you can also sell the puts, right? Because even if market is choppy, you will make profits. Even if it doesn't move much, if it goes little down or if it goes up or if it stays at same price, you will make profits when you sell the puts now. You can sell SPY puts, you can sell QQQ puts.
Order filled. Order filled. Order partially filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
So I shorted my 368 put and 441 put. I collected $1.15 for 368 put. Collected 87 cents for 441 put. Right? Either we can buy calls or we can sell puts. Right? You can also take long positions.
Order filled. Target filled.
One more target filled on the bullish side. Now we may see another 2 or 3 target fills. So now 15277. We may see up to 15. Yeah.
This one, this target is after we enabled. So this is the first target and this is second target, Kishore.
Okay, cool. That's good. We had a small loss and 2 targets.
Order filled.
Right, your option calls already in nice profits. If you sold up puts also, it is in nice profits. So just with puts, right, with either calls or puts itself over $500 done. Now crossed 15280. We should see 15290 and 15300, and then again there will be a drop.
Order filled.
Right, already if anyone entered in queue, you already would have made 300 to $400 profit. Right? Where you are doing, it is up to you whether you are doing on sim or ea or pa or your individual account, whether you are doing with one contract. If you do with one, you already made over $300 400. So nearly 800 done just with options. And that is on the individual account.
Target filled.
Yeah, this target filler. So
Yes, yeah. Yeah, that's it. Just we need to put that 5%, 10% thought. Everything bot will take care, right? Bo is not doing anything manually. He is not buying or selling anything. We just enable the chart based on the trend. Yeah, with futures, he already made $500 plus just with NQ. Right? As I said, if you are making with NQ, if you open ES, EMD, RTY, YM, you would have made 250, 250, 250 in all those charts. But we want to go slow. We don't want to be in a hurry. Let's get perfection with one algo, one ticker, one strategy. And then once you are successful with one, then you can apply the same logic with any ticker. And everything is in colors, right? Even if we teach our kids that, okay, from red to light green, that means it is turning to bullish. If your spouse is a homemaker, you can even teach her, right? Again, she don't need to do anything manually, but minimum she can take profits. If it crosses 500 or $1,000, she can close for the.
Order submitted.
So 15290 is done. So whenever it goes to 15300, we may see a reversal again.
yeah, Kishore garu, momentum started a buy now.
Okay, cool. That is a good sign. If momentum goes to a buy, that means there will be, yeah. The only thing is in scalping, you will it goes to 15300 again. It may come back to 15280 or 285. Again, it goes to 15315 320. Again, it comes little down. But momentum will just stay in the buy for the next 30, 40, 50 points. That is the advantage with momentum. Scalping, we want to take small gains multiple times. Momentum or swing trading is nothing but where you want to hold a position for long time and make bigger gains. Scalping is where you are happy with small profits, but you will do multiple trades again and again. Right? With your calls also, you would have made nearly $1,000 now. Yeah, whether you so I bought puts so that even if market turns to choppy after some time, still I'll make nice profits on those. But even if you would have bought calls also, you would have made nearly right, nearly 50% up, 50 or 60% up from where you bought the prices. Those option calls. And it is not just with SPY and QQQ. You can also do options with futures. When you see that NQ is moving up, if you buy NQ options, uh, There is again still lot more money, but again I want to share slowly one by one, right? Because if we try to share everything, you may want to try everything without getting perfection in any one thing. So there are so many ways you can make money. Only thing is, if you take time to practice, if you take time to explore, or if you take time to understand how things work. Mhm. Just before you, right? We are doing everything in the live session. I'm not sharing something after everything is done. I'm not just sharing a screenshot. We discussed. I said like, yeah, this is a strong support region. It may go to 15300. We are nearly at 15290. Right. Once this green candle crosses above the upper band, that is where we may have a reversal. Right. That is where it will hit that 15300. At that time, you can close your calls and you can with options you can close your calls. For scalping, again for swing, we can hold, right? It may go to 15360 or something today, but yeah, just for scalping purpose you can close, and again we can open puts, or right, we can buy puts or we can sell calls at that time. Nearly $1100 done. That is just with one alert, just with options. 15295 done. Right? If you are happy with nearly 25 points, is like $500 with one contract. If you have taken five contracts, 2500. 'If you bought calls, you can close them. If you sold puts, it is okay to hold for some more time. But if you bought calls, you don't want theta decay time, those things. You can just take profits on the calls. If you bought calls, QQQ or spy calls. Chabu, how many profit targets we made once we started the session?
Yeah, we made one, two profit targets, and two profit targets means 80 ticks, and then we did 12 and a half ticks.
There is one more also, right? You have, after RC buy, you have one profit target at the top. Then there is another profit target,
Yeah, this one and this one. Yeah,
right? And then the first one,
yeah,
three profit targets,
three profit targets. Yeah.
and then there is a small loss.
Yes, small loss, and we made. I mean, this account I disabled it, but in this account, after we started, we did two profit targets, small ones, 75, 75 each.
Right. So overall, approximately, did we make $500 or no?
Yeah,
No? So $500 with only future contracts, and Bo did not touch anything. He just set the parameter. That's it. He did not do any manual intervention. Right? That's it. If we understand that logic, we can make the same thing every day, or minimum 80% of the days each month. That is good enough, right? If we can make, forget about 500, even if we make $200 every day, that is another $3,000 every month. Right? Even if we count only 15 days, that is only with one NQ contract. And once you get that confidence, you can increase it to two NQ contracts using the same logic. Increase it to three NQ contracts, increase it to 10 NQ contracts. Right? So I can repeat it with any right. I thought
Order filled.
for a change, let me do it on one of our members' machines. So because there might be some may think like, oh, you may have a different algo, or you might be doing something manual, or so that's what I tried this approach, and I can try with any one of your machines in other sessions. But yeah, just understand there is a huge potential. If we put enough time, we can make nice gains each and every day. Yeah, thanks, bro. Thanks for your support, and thanks
yeah, sure,
everyone.
sure, Gaurav.
Have a nice day, everyone.